There's a thing in modernity where men get laid way more when they're losers. Soon as they make a ton of money and get in shape, the women dry up. 'Cause making big money and being shredded screams anxiety. Women like low anxiety men. Takes a ton of skill to strike both. When modern day man is in convo with woman, he wonders what she thinks about his looks more than the substance of what he says. This is what looking in the mirror did to men. Made them self-conscious prima donnas. Mirror is for a 1-second hygiene check, and that's that. The fat guy, the conqueror, the drug addict, the billionaire are all the same people. If your urges are so weak you can control them, you have zero passion for life. Your fire should be so strong that it's self-incendiary if directed at the wrong things. Best part about being a man is never needing to know how you're gonna get it done, but knowing you will. No chance of serendipity when you prescript shit. Only fools need order. Geniuses lord over chaos. Be the best version of yourself is gay advice in your 20s. Gotta be the worst version first. Test your boundaries. How hard can you go all in on work? How hard can you fall? How much can you give to one person? Best version of you manifests after doing everything that's not you. Finding a good wife is easily the most important accomplishment in man's life. Becoming a titan of industry is a cakewalk in comparison. Much more scriptable path. Just be a loner, hoodie type and work hard. No scriptable path for being a man deserving of love though. The only two things on earth you can't teach a man are killer instinct and charisma. Charisma in particular is impossible to fake. It's a combination of every single nuance and fiber in your being, from vocal tone to heartbeat, to mannerism, to visage, to gait. It's the completion of man. Being a mental fat guy is arguable worse than being a physical one. Clunky, cumbersome, slow-churning thoughts, indecisive decision-making. Brain should be running really lean if you're a man. Cutting intrusive thoughts all, but to ribbons like a human furnace. A man with a broken heart cannot be stopped, either by his own failure, divorce when he was young, etc. Can go as far as he wants in life if he keeps it broken. New age, self-help wants dudes to mend themselves to the point they have zero motivation to go make anything of this world. If I could go back and tell my 20-something-year-old self, it would be not to give one iota of a skerrick of a fuck about spirituality and metaphysical shit, and just go all in on money and health. You'd figure out the exact same shit along the way, and can revisit the rest later. All men know negative emotions are a lot more powerful than positive ones. No man accomplishes very much from a good place. Positive emotions are weak, fleeting, and strive to inertia. Bad emotions are intense, lingering, and push for change. If you fight the negative, you lose. Extremely bizarre how healthy males can tolerate sitting down the majority of the day doing work and banging phones. Mental breaks flicked on. Easily clear 10K steps a day just pacing around your own estate. Rarely sitting. Popping up, constantly executing ideas, roving like a shark. There is nothing in you to fix. Fixing is a way of shirking from winning. Excellence overshadows weakness. Winning fixes everything. The opposite of winner isn't loser. It's mediocre. Tons of people who double down on their loser traits make it big. Heathen depressive becomes drug-addicted artist. Most are too scared to lean into their nature though. Grip is too tight on safety and sanity. Millionaire is a mental construct. I know dudes walking around with 10K to their name walking with a millionaire limp. Leaving ebullient energy chemtrails after every interaction. Also, if you've been a millionaire and lost it, the swagger never goes away. Millionaire limp is real. As men, it is a guarantee you will be zeroed out at some point in your journey, no matter how talented you are, and how many instruments you set in place to prevent it. But there's a tiny window after that mentally to reclaim yourself. And if you sulk for too long, you're toast. High IQ isn't for pontificating and trying to understand how life works. It's for YOLOing and sailing through the storms of life better than a dumb person would. Why most philosophers died losers. Too much thinking, too little action. The person you want to become is going to cost you people, spaces, relationships, and material things. Gotta choose the person you're becoming every time. You must die before you can truly live, in the sense that until the majority of your worst fears have come true and you've beat them, you never know what kind of substance you're made of. Should always feel like you're on borrowed time. Only then can you enjoy everything. The biggest male delusion is thinking once you work through something rough you won't have to work through it again. It should be obvious at this point lifting weights is all about strengthening the hull of the ship so you can take more damage from life without flinching. All it gives is a larger reservoir to deplete as needed. I always said if you want to whittle a man down to nothing, you don't go for his head, you go for his stomach. A fucked up gut will give you bad dreams, smelly feet, erectile dysfunction, acne, make you clumsy, give you physical injuries and make you forget why you exist. Stomach is sacred. If a man cheats on a woman and he did it so well she had no idea, but then he tells her cause it's eating up his conscience, she'll leave him. Not cause he cheated, cause he sacrificed her peace of mind for his. You'll always be behind the person you keep checking on. While you're looking over your shoulder and they're working. Master your lane and what's going on anywhere else won't matter. There's enough space and money out here. If you're good at what you do, you'll get chosen. Obsessing over immaculate health 24/7 is extremely feminine. No worthwhile pursuit in life is healthy. Being a professional requires colossal body and mind deterioration. Turn yourself into a warrior not to go do battle? You're just a G.I. Joe still in the plastic box. I'll tell you how you survive any hardship mentally. You never disobey your conscience. Don't care how many good situations you gotta walk away from, how much you miss out on, how much pain it causes, you stick to that shit and nothing can snap your mind. You annihilate your hot streaks the second you start analyzing why things are working so well. Out of fear you're gonna lose the magic. Never analyze a hot streak. Surf it to its inevitable natural destruction. Being built and good looking is only a life hack to people who don't know you. The second you open your mouth to speak, no one gives a fuck what you look like. Why most gym bros don't ever approach chicks. Just want to be fawned over from afar. If you're a man madly in love with a woman, the only way to keep the fires kindling is to intermittently disappear on high adventures, even if you're married with kids. Nothing tears people apart like being together 24/7. Male adventure comes first, especially when it hurts to leave. Your ego is the real you. Any attempt at diminishing or taming its power is akin to spiritual seppuku. Hitch all your talent to it and you've got a thundering steed that can cross any bridge.